Hello and welcome to this week's yoga flow. I apologise if the waves and the wind are a little bit windy in the background, but I thought it was a nice place to film today. So today we're going to start in our down dog. So coming into your down dog and just walking your legs out a bit, just feeling into it. This is my first movement of today, so I'm just going to take it a little bit slow. And just rolling forward and just doing what feels good for you and flowing back into your down dog. Just doing a little bit of flowing movement. Meeting back into your down dog. And just taking a few breaths here. Then on your next inhale, lifting your right leg into the air, bending at the knee, and just taking a nice few big circles with your knee. Just opening up your hips. And then the other way. And then stepping forward in between your hands, dropping that back foot on the 45 and coming up warrior two. So nice and strong here. Reaching out in opposite directions. Nice and strong on the back blade. Making sure that front knee is over your ankle. Lifting up through the crown of your head. And then flipping that front hand, reaching back into your reverse warrior. Feeling that nice stretch on the side of your body. And coming down into your side angle. If you're wanting to take, looking up to the sky, nice long stretching line with the top of your body from your hand to your foot. And then taking your hand down, rolling through, coming into side angle on the other side. Having your elbow on the front of your knee for support if you need this. Back up. Warrior two on the other side. Again, reaching out opposite directions with both your hands, looking to your front hand, making sure that knee's over your ankle, and flipping that hand, reversing your warrior. Nice stretch. Then back down, side angle. Now coming through the middle, pausing in your half lift, and then forward fold. Just nice and gentle here. Inhale, half lift. Back into your side angle on the other side. That back foot, taking that hand down to the ground, opening up to the opposite side. Now turning onto the blades of your feet and feeling that nice stretch on the outside of your thigh. Looking up to the sky if you can. If you need to look at the ground, that's fine. And taking that front foot, stepping back into your side plank. Bring your hand onto the ground now, either straight back into your down dog or flow through your vinyasa. Again, taking your waves through your down dog. Just moving your body what feels good for you. And then pausing again in your down dog. Taking your left foot into the air, bending the knee, and taking your circles with your knee to open your left hip. And the opposite way. Taking that left foot, bringing it in between your hands, turning that back foot on the 45 up into your warrior two. Reaching your hands out in opposite directions, knee is over your heel, shoulder blades pulling down your back, flipping that front hand into your reverse, looking up to the sky, and then into your side angle. Bottom hand can come to the ground if that's available to you. Reaching up through your hand, pushing into the blade of your back foot. Bringing that top hand around into side angle on the other side. Grounding into your feet, coming up into your warrior two. Flipping that front hand, reaching back into your reverse warrior. Back through side angle. Bringing that hand around into a half lift, pointing your toes slightly in, and exhale, forward fold. Make sure you're leading with your chest here. It's not about getting to the ground, your head to the ground as much as you can. It's about keeping your back as straight as you can, leading with your chest. Inhale, half lift. And then coming back into side angle at the front of your mat. Lifting that back heel into your lunge. Left hand reaches into the air. The blades of your feet to feel that nice stretch to the outside of your left thigh. And that top foot into your side plank. Coming down into your plank, either back into your down dog or through your vinyasa. Staying here for another breath. Inhaling your right foot into the air, bending at the knee, taking your right foot to your left shoulder, maybe looking towards your left foot. And then stepping that right foot through, coming straight up into your warrior two. Flipping that hand back into your reverse warrior. Forward into your side angle. Coming all the way through to side angle on the other side. Making sure you're moving your feet into the correct position as you're moving through. Up into your warrior two. Flipping that front hand, reverse. Back into your side angle. Right hand coming down. Inhale, half lift, your toes pointing in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Coming into at the mat. Left hand dropping down, opening up to a revolved lunge, turning onto the blades of your feet, coming back into your side plank. Now bending into your knees if this is easy. We're going to lift that top foot, grabbing onto your foot, straightening if you can, maybe dropping that foot into a wild thing, reaching your chest to the sky, and then sitting down with your knees at 45 into your swastikasana, reaching to your right side, then back around, feet together, coming up in a chair at the back of your mat, tailbones tucking, hands down to the ground, knees under your armpits, coming up into a crow pose. Feet back down, knees to the ground, child's pose. Coming up into your down dog. Repeating on the left side, left foot into the air. Bending at the knee, left foot coming to the right shoulder, maybe looking towards your left foot. Stepping through, straight up into your warrior two. Flipping that front hand, reaching back, reverse warrior. Side angle. Reaching that top hand around, coming through, side angle at the back of your mat. Up into your warrior two. Flipping that front hand, reaching back. Side angle. Moving through the middle of the mat, bringing the right toes in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Coming into side angle at the front of your mat. And dropping that right hand down, lifting that back heel. Revolved lunge. Coming onto the blades of your feet. Step that foot back. Now, knees, if you need to grab that top foot. Reaching the front of your top. Dropping it. Coming into your wild thing. Then dropping down to your swastikasana. Sweeping to your left. Coming back around into a chair pose on the back of your mat, tucking that tailbone, dropping your hands, knees up under your armpits, coming into your crow or crane, whatever is easier for you or whatever you prefer. Dropping down, knees to the mat, child's pose. Up into your down dog. Taking a breath here. Lifting your right foot into the air, bending at the knee, maybe opening up into wild thing. Coming forward, back up into your warrior two. Flip your hand reverse. Coming down into your side angle, flowing through side angle at the back of your mat. Up into your warrior two, reversing it. Side angle. Coming to the middle of your mat, half lift. Exhale. forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Coming into, taking that top hand, placing the back of your hip. If it's visible, you're for a bind. Either looking at the sky, down to your front foot. Weight your back foot forward to meet it. Transferring the weight into your back foot now. Maybe you can not lifting the knee up, lifting up by pressing into that back foot, then coming up to standing. I'm on unbalanced rocks. If you can straighten that front knee, front leg, go for it. I'm not able to do that. Then slowly coming down and releasing your hands, hand out in front. You can use blocks, coming into your half moon. And coming back down, dropping that back foot, revolved lunge, onto the blades of your feet. Back into your side plank, bending into your knees, grabbing that back foot, opening up, opening up, wild thing, dropping down into your swastikasana, sweeping the left hand to your right. Now taking your right hand, your right foot over into a Lord of the Fish pose. Your hands come down shoulder width on the mat in front of you. Spinning, your right knee is on your right hands for balance and coming up into EKA Koundinyasana. Dropping that back knee, right knee back to it, into your child's pose. Taking a few deep breaths here. And coming back up into your down dog. For one last time on the left side. So your next inhale, reaching your left foot into the air, bending at the knee, opening up, maybe coming into your wild thing. Back around, left foot to the front of the mat, straight up into your warrior two. Flip your hand, reaching back, side angle, coming all the way around, side angle on the opposite side, warrior two, reverse, side angle, reaching to the middle, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Left foot reaches forward, coming into your side angle. Right hand reaches behind you. Left hand underneath to bind. Looking up to the sky or down to your feet or in front. Now looking back down to that front foot. Putting the weight into that front foot, bringing that back foot back, transferring the weight to that back foot, slowly lifting up, maybe henpecking, then coming up to standing. If you're able to straighten that front leg, go for it. Grounding down through that standing foot, slowly lowering, and releasing your hands up into a half moon. Using blocks here if you need to. Slowly coming down, dropping that back foot into a revolved lunge to the left. Coming onto the blades of your feet. Side plank. Into your knees, grabbing that top foot. Opening up into your wild thing. Sitting down so your knees are at a 90-degree angle. Sweeping your hands to the left. Taking your left knee over the right as if you're going into Lord of the Fish. Your hands come around to shoulder distance apart. Left knee onto your right hand. Coming into your EKA Koundinyasana. Right knee drops, left knee drops with it. Back down to child's pose. Back into your down dog. Don't worry, we're not going to do anything like that again. And bringing your right knee to your right wrist, your left ankle to your left wrist, coming into your pigeon pose. Pulling your chest through. If you're wanting to take it a little bit deeper, you can bend that back knee and either opening up into a twist into either way you feel comfortable. I'll do an open twist because after this we will swing it around into Lord of the Fish to close it off. Dropping that back foot, swinging it around, hugging your left knee with your right hand, left hand behind you, inhale, reaching up, exhale, twist. Unwinding into your down dog, just a transition, left knee to left wrist, coming into your pigeon. Again, if you're wanting to take it further, bending that back knee, grabbing that for a deeper stretch. And releasing, swinging it around to grab your right knee with your left arm. Inhale, reaching up through the crown of your head, and exhale, twisting to look around your shoulder. And releasing. You can either choose to come into your Shavasana for as long as you want. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed that and I'll see you next week. Namaste.